Why, hello, and welcome to another episode of First Chances with Chance. And in today's video, it's gonna be a touchy subject for me. Not one that I really like talking about, but I know that you guys need to like be knowledgeable about this stuff. So, today's episode is going to be about parent or sugar daddy or sugar mama scams. So, yeah. The first time, well, the only time actually that I've been scammed is when I started in college. I got a DM or a um I think it was a DM on Grinder of a guy wanting to be my sugar daddy, and yeah. So I fell for the trap and messaged him, um and he said to message him on WhatsApp, so I did. And when he, looking back now, when he asked me to get him a Google app gift card, I should have known better. But I was naive to the whole thing of sugar daddies and sugar parents at that time, so I fell for the trap. And yeah, he ended up asking me. He said, "Oh, how do you want me to send your money?" And I was like, PayPal type of thing. And he was like, "Hey, the gift card wasn't enough. I need you to go get another one." So I went and got a $50 one, and yeah, he said that that wasn't enough, so he kept asking for more and more and more. But when after I got the $100 one, the first $100 one, I stopped. I was like, you know what? Why can't you go get it yourself? This and the other type of shit. And yeah, he was like, well, I'm at work for the next couple months, and I won't be home, so my accountant is taking care of my bank account. What if you sent me your bank information, like your login and everything, and I'll have him send you the money. And yeah, at that point I started doing more research, and it was like, well, I've been scammed and I'm not getting money. He ended up trying to send 20 grand to my PayPal and sent me a screenshot of like, he just sent the 20, tried sending the 20 grand, and it says that it's not going to go through until you send more money type of shit. And I was like, no, that's on you, and I'm not falling for it. And he's like, well, I love you, don't you love me? I know I could trust you type of thing. And no, I'm not falling for you again, and you can go suck a dick because you're not getting any more of my money. So yeah, I ended up blocking him on WhatsApp, and I deleted Grinder. But then when I went back on Grinder like a few months later, I ended up getting more offers for sugar daddies, which I didn't message them because I was like, no, I'm not falling for this shit again. And if a guy wants to be my sugar daddy, then he's not gonna ask for money. But I didn't give the other guys the chance. And then just recently, I almost fell for it again. I know, I'm being stupid. But I know that you guys definitely need to know that you guys aren't the only ones that fell for the trap of them asking for money before they sent you money type of thing. So this is definitely beneficial for you. I know when I did the sexual assault and harassment episode, it was definitely another touchy subject for me because I mean, it's not that I don't like talking about it. This is more of something that I don't like talking about, but I know that you guys need to hear it. Um, like honestly, at times I want to just be like, well, then just send it me in like small increments so that it doesn't be like, oh, I need to need you to send me money type of thing. I know that some of you guys that might be listening, it's happened to. I know one of my best friends, it's happened to, and she was like so scared when it happened. She was actually with me when the first guy um started asking for money, and like I got excited when he said, "Oh, 20 grand is on your way," type of thing. So I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and it didn't show up. And I was like, "Hey, it hasn't shown up yet." And he was like, "Yeah, it's because you still have to send me more money in order for it to fully go through. I'm sorry, but yeah, I know I could trust you," type of thing, and I need you to go get me another Google Play gift card. But I was like, just have your accountant go and get it. And he was like, I would, but that's not how it works. And I was like, he's in charge of your bank account. He should be able to take money out of your account and go get a Google Play gift card. Well, that's not how it works. Well, that's tough luck then, because I'm not falling for you. I'm not giving you more money. You've already no. But other than that, yeah, just recently I had a girl try scamming me out of $50. Like she wanted me to send her $50 so that she could send me a bunch of money. She said that her accountant sent her a message saying so your money to Chance Hunter is on the way, and on the way to him, but he still needs to get it's he needs to pay you the fee in order to get the money. And she was like, well, when are you gonna give me the $50, this and the other? And I was like, well, next month, as in this month that this episode is going up. um but then I started looking at her screenshots that she sent me again, and I was like, and the person that she supposedly was talking to wasn't even the actual person. Like, it was screenshots of her sending messages to herself because it was in Instagram. So when you're messaging in Instagram, it'll actually still show you the person even if they're blocked. And she said that they blocked her. It'll still show you the person. It's just it'll show you that you can't message them, that they have blocked you, type of thing. But it was actually her profile and all of that. So I was like, well, no, I'm blocking you then. Like, I didn't tell her that I was blocking her. I just went and blocked her and told my friend that was actually with me with the first sugar daddy, or the sugar parent that I want to say. Like, I asked her because the same girl followed her. And yeah, I told her, have you talked to this girl before or anything? And she's like, no. Do I need to? This is why I love her so much. Like, we haven't been like hanging out. Like, we met in college, and she just recently moved. I want to go actually visit her because she lives like really near me, and I could easily just ride my bike to her. Possibly, I don't remember. I mean, it would probably be a 30-minute ride, but hey, that's a good ride for me. But she works during the week and not the weekend, so maybe I mean, I still have to have it open availability, like my schedule open when during the summer, because I'm not going to be taking any college classes. But she was like, why do I need to beat a bitch up? And I was like, no, she just tried offering to be my sugar mama and all that, and I clocked it as a scam almost immediately. Well, not like I saw you. It wasn't almost immediately. Like, I almost did send the $50, but then I started doing more research. Like, I'm glad I didn't like take any more money out of my account. And like she kept trying to badger me from the $50. I was like, no. And then a couple like last week or so, she messaged my friend and was like, guess who messaged me and sent me a screenshot of the same girl, and I was like, how funny. But I'm glad that I told my friend the whole entire thing, and she was like, blocking them right now. So yeah, that's it of the stories. Like the ones that were actually messaging me on Grinder were originally offering like 500 or something, like 500 a week or a month or 400 a month. Like I didn't fall for them because those are the ones that will still probably ask you for money, and I didn't want to fall for it again. But yeah, this is the end of the stories, like of my personal stories. I don't know how long this episode's gonna be, but we're gonna go ahead and take a break, and then I'll be back with some articles on my phone that I found last night. So yeah, so I'm back, and I already have the first article pulled up. It's from makeuseof.com. The title is "Your Sugar Daddy is Fake. Don't get scammed." Don't fall for fake sugar daddy or sugar mama scams that could leave you in greater financial hardship. Whenever a service pops up that allows people to transfer money on the internet, scammers are quick to follow suit. And as such, there's been a recent spike in sugar daddy scams that can leave people out of pocket and miserable. So, what is the sugar daddy scam? How does it work? And how can you defend yourself? What is a sugar daddy? The sugar daddy scam takes advantage of an existing system. This involves older, richer people who identify as sugar daddies or mommies. These people want to use their riches to find companionship. These sugar daddies and mommies will often meet younger people in need of cash, known as sugar babies. The sugar babies give their respective sugar daddy or mama love and attention, and in return, the sugar parent gives them money, pays for dates, or offers some other financial incentives. When performed with good intentions, the relationship between the sugar daddy and their baby is productive, and no scams or abuse technically occurs. However, scammers are now leveraging this system and finding ways to extract money from people. What is the sugar daddy scam? The sugar daddy scam comes in a variety of different attack vectors, but they all have the same base process and result. In the scam, the fake sugar daddy makes the sugar baby believe they have received or will receive a large sum of money. Then the fake sugar daddy asks for some money back, and they're paid. After they're paid, the fake sugar daddy leaves and takes the money they falsely promised with them, leaving the sugar baby out of pocket. The scammer will usually take one or two routes to get money from their sugar baby. The first involves them promising a huge sum of money but asking for an upfront payment first. The second route involves the scammer paying the sugar baby a huge sum of money that evaporates after a period of time, but not before the scammer asks for some back first. When the scammer asks the sugar baby for an upfront payment first, the first method is the easier of the two to sniff out. That's because it uses a common money-related frauds that we've seen for years in other services such as Venmo-related scams. The scammer begins by posing as a sugar daddy or mama. They then approach people on websites and social media who are looking to become a sugar baby. The scammer will send the user a message telling them that they're willing to pay off any bills they have or buy them expensive goods. This leads the victim into believing that the scammer has the solution to their problems. The scammer then declares they're ready to help the victim get out of the mess they're in, but there's a catch. For some reason, the scammer will require a payment from the sugar baby before they send over the money. The reason can change from scammer to scammer. Some will play the power card and say that the small payment acts as a proof of loyalty, which did happen with the first guy that I told you about. Others will use an excuse such as payment fees or other expenditures involved in sending the money over, which The payment fee was also the same guy, and the recent lady that was on Instagram. Of course, the initial payment isn't for anything, it's just a scam. Once the scammer gets the money, they vanish without sending the promised money and leave the victim out of pocket. For example, a vest reported on an attempted PayPal sugar daddy scam. The fake sugar daddy told the victim that before he could send over a $1,500 payment, the recipient had to send money to him to help verify his PayPal account. Fortunately, the victim knew it was a scam from the start and sent nothing over, but it is a good example of how fake sugar daddies and mommies operate when the scammer makes a temporary payment to the sugar baby. This method is far more dangerous than the one above, as it reliably tricks the user into thinking they actually got paid. The problem is the money the victim receives disappears after a while, leaving them with nothing again. Scammers create this temporary payment in one of two ways. They may choose to use stolen credit card funds to pay the sugar baby. The money does land in the baby's account, but once the credit card company realizes that the card was stolen, they'll take the money back and leave the victim with nothing. They may also choose to use a check that they know will bounce. The check will show up in a bank account once cashed, but they won't truly count until the funds clear. If they don't, the money vanishes from the account again. But if the scammer is paying a victim with this temporary money, how are they making money off of them? The key here is that a scammer has a small window between the payment and the money evaporating, where the victim truly believes they've been paid. They can exploit this window and ask for some money back before the money disappears. For instance, a scammer may send a victim $2,000 in checks to cover the victim's bills. Then the scammer will say they want a token of appreciation or that they have a special occasion coming up. They'll then ask the victim to pay them back a little bit, say $100, usually in gift cards. Gift card payments are a huge red flag that you're in the middle of a scam. Unlike money transfers, gift cards have less of a paper trail and are easier to send. This is why phone scammers always ask for a payment via them. If the sugar baby agrees, they send the money over, thinking that they still have the wealth of money the scammer sent over as backup. Unfortunately, the checks will bounce and the victim is left with $100 fewer than what they started with. If this sounds too far-fetched for you to believe, there are real-world examples of this happening. as reported by ABC 7 News. A 17-year-old boy fell victim to a Snapchat sugar baby scam after he was given a $4,000 and a $4,500 check by a sugar mama. After he asked them in, he was told to donate $8,000 to a secondary source and keep $500. Unfortunately, after the boy had donated the money, the checks bounced. The money that the boy thought he had received evaporated overnight and left him in debt. How to spot a fake sugar daddy or sugar mama scam. The problem here isn't the sugar daddies and mommies themselves. While rare, there are legitimate people out there that want to spend money on others in exchange for compliments and dates. Therefore, the problem more rests on weeding out the ones that don't want to support you at all. These are the people that abuse the system to scam financially desperate people out of even more of their money. Watch out for sugar baby loyalty tests and fee requests. If a sugar daddy or mama asks for you to pay them before they pay you, be on the immediate alert. This includes payments to prove your loyalty or to cover transaction fees, which is definitely stupid of them, because like if they're to try to do me like that now, nah, you done for, buddy, you done for. Like, you ain't getting no money from me. Not anymore, not after what happened to me. If someone is giving you money, it shouldn't rest on you to send money to them to cover anything or to cover something. As such, it's highly likely that if someone does ask for a token payment before they pay you, it's because they want to take that money and run. Don't instantly trust any incoming funds. If someone does send you money, don't act on it or spend it right away, especially if it was paid via check. Scammers have a way of giving you temporary funds that can evaporate at a moment's notice. As such, when you do receive a large payment from someone online, give it some time to settle first. If they pay by check, give it time to clear before spending it. If they paid money directly into your account, don't spend it for a while to ensure the cash wasn't paid via a stolen credit card. Well, if they're putting it directly into your account, I don't know why you would fall for that first. Like, don't even give them your account information. Like, that's how sugar daddies take all your money. Keep your relationship sweet by spotting sugar daddy and sugar mama scams. Okay, I need a drink. No, when I say a drink, I mean water. I've been trying to stay hydrated lately. And on in every podcast episode, I just need to drink more water. Sugar daddies and mommies, when they're legitimate, can offer people financial support in a relationship. However, there are scammers keen to abuse the system, so keep your eyes out for these fake parental figures. Which is honestly the reason, now that, because after getting scammed, I don't even trust any sugar parents. Like, I don't even want to even talk to them. Like, I was trying to give their lady a chance because just maybe, I don't know. But yeah, no. Whenever relationships are involved, scammers aren't too far behind, even on online dating sites. Even on online dating sites, there are scammers galore that can really ruin your desire to find love or companionship. So that's it for this article. We're going to go ahead and take another break and be back with another article. I think this one's shorter, but I'm not quite sure how long it is. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and take another break. Okay, so I am back, and I'm going to pull up the next article. People lose thousands of dollars to scammers preying on wannabe sugar babies. Colorado Springs, Colorado. Scammers are targeting people looking for so-called sugar relationships in Colorado Springs, according to the Better Business Bureau of Southern Colorado. What con artists are doing is they're offering folks the ability for them to become their sugar mama or sugar daddy, said Jonathan Liebert, CEO of the BBB of Southern Colorado. In essence, what that means, they are now trying to scam you by telling you they're going to pay your bills. Typically, a sugar relationship consists of a sugar mama or sugar daddy offering money in exchange for affection from someone younger than them, often referred to as a sugar baby. Now, scammers are taking advantage of the increasing popularity of sugar relationships coupled with the loneliness and economic hardship suffered during the pandemic. The BBB says scams in general increased dramatically in 2020. Liebert suspects this is just the beginning of this specific romance scam. The people posing as a sugar mama or sugar daddy will offer an allowance to the victims with one condition. The sugar baby needs to do a favor first. So the scammer is going to say, once the money goes into your account, transfer some of that cash to their needy friend, pay an outstanding bill, or make a donation to a charity on their behalf, said Liebert. But the check never clears, leaving the victim out of pocket potentially thousands of dollars of their own money. 13 investigates learned of one local teenager who overdrew their account by $2,500 after falling victim to a sugar mama scam. Someone else reported losing 19 grand. What the hell? To the BB&B, Better Business Bureau. I would never. That, yeah, no. That's how much I'm making a year. The individuals they're asking people to pay money to is just a scammer on the other end, said Liebert. So that friend is them. That charity is theirs. Even if someone is offering you money with no strings attached, the Better Business Bureau says you still need to be skeptical. Never give out personal or bank information to people you don't know. It might not be that they're trying to get the money from you today, said Liebert. It might be that they're trying to get information from you today so that tomorrow they can make that withdrawal from your account. If you're unsure, the Better Business Bureau of Southern Colorado welcomes phone calls. I'm not going to give that phone number because I'm not in Southern Colorado. But if you are in Southern Colorado, then it is 719-636-1155. You can also report a scam or check to see if someone else reported a scam on the Better Business Bureau scam tracker. So I guess that's it for this article. I'm going to go ahead and look up other articles. So I already did that. Let's see this one. Sugar daddy scams promise weekly payments to young women. You're missing the men. Here's a reminder that scams can happen anywhere. Even on your favorite social media platform, which happened to me. I wasn't scammed though. It was just on Instagram and she tried having me send her $50. So yeah. I'm a young woman in my 20s and am an active Instagram user. Recently, I was scrolling through my Instagram feed and received a notification about a new direct message request. I saw an older man pictured in the channel's photo. The direct message read, "Hey, my name is Walker and I am looking for a sugar baby. I would like to pay you €1,500 weekly. Although this came across as an obvious scam attempt, I got curious, so I responded." And it just shows the screenshot of their message. That was the same thing I just told you, and then it was like, "And why would you do that? I need a companionship, someone I can talk to online." Ah, okay. And how do I know it's not a scam? 100 safe, 100% or 100% safe. And then he was like, "And how can I know?" So I first asked Walker. So this is not my story. Again, I'm reading it from the article or the blog post. I first asked Walker what he would like me to do in return, after which he told me that he was simply looking for someone to talk to since his wife had passed away. To this, I asked how I could be sure that he wasn't trying to scam me. He sent me some pictures of girls holding up papers that had "Walker paid me €1,500" or "Walker is a real sugar daddy" written on them. However, he quickly unsent these messages after sending them. This part of the story remains somewhat of a mystery to me, which is like, why would you unsend them? I told him then, "Okay, let's do it." At this point, I was really curious what would happen. He asked me for my shareable PayPal payment link, and I sent it to him. And it just shows, the next screenshot just shows that there was supposedly money sent, and that the payment was pending. What then happened was, put simply, predictable. Walker sent me a picture that the payment would be pending and he would need me to send him an amount first to get it verified. The picture stated that he requested money from me and he'd need me to verify it using a Google Play card. Unfortunately for Walker, the picture had obviously been faked. I blocked him. How do sugar daddy scams work? As I've described above, aspiring sugar daddies luring their victims through direct messages on Instagram with messages that sound and are too good to be true. They first try to gain your trust, and before carrying on with requesting payment, when they do get around to requesting payment verification, these scammers will disappear as soon as the money is sent and has come into their possession. The payment for the verification is mostly done over prepaid cards like Google Play or Amazon cards. These are payment methods that can't easily be refunded. This scam is far from unique nowadays. Many young women are affected by similar ploys from cyber criminals across the globe. Some of these women may have a difficult financial situation and could use the money. Alternatively, they may just be looking for a certain standard of living that they can't otherwise afford. The alleged sugar daddies exploit these situations and make a profit and end up causing a lot of damage. How can you avoid being scammed? As a rule of thumb, it's safe to assume that whenever something seems too good to be true, that's usually the case. Here are a few additional steps that you can take to prevent yourself from being scammed. Don't answer the messages from people you don't know. If you're in doubt, look into their profile to see if there's anything fishy about it. Ignore any messages promising free money. Plain and simple. Don't give your personal details to strangers. You wouldn't do it in person, so why do it online? Do your research. If you'd like to validate any messages that you receive, there are plenty of resources from other people who have encountered similar types of scams. Read through forums and relevant online groups to obtain more information. So that's it for this. I'm gonna go look up. Actually, maybe I could read off the actual messages between me and the other girl. Actually, no, I think I deleted it. So, unfortunate. Um, I wonder. Um, Definitely gonna be in the blocked. Um, where is it? Privacy. Blocked accounts. What the hell? That's so funny. Um, so she changed, the lady that I was telling you about that messaged me on Instagram changed her name. That it from Yeah, might as well call her out. From Tyndall Abode Smith underscore to Ashley. Let me go back to the blocked accounts on my Instagram, and oh no, not Ashley. Kayla Abode Smith underscore. So guys, if you get messages from her, don't answer it because that is a scam. Wait, wait, what? Since when did I block my podcast account? But yeah. Um, I don't know how I managed to block my account. Weird. I'm gonna go ahead and actually do that right now. Because it makes no sense on why that makes sense on why I didn't get the notification that I posted this, tag myself in my podcast episode or podcast in my story. But that is it. Again, guys, do not fall for these scams. And I know that I will never fall for these scams again. But again, if you guys get these types of scams, don't fall for them. But yeah. And be skeptical of any sugar parent messages. If you are curious, just know that real ones won't ask you to send them money. And always give it if they do send you money first, just give it a little bit. And if they do ask you to send it somewhere, don't. And never give your personal information out, especially your bank account information, because they will steal all of your money. But I hope you guys like this episode. If you guys have any stories you want to send in, you can text 561-320-7085. Text in or leave a voicemail to that number, or you could always DM the podcast at the podcast account First Chances with Chance on Instagram. Again, text or leave a voicemail to 561-320-7085, or leave a DM to First Chances with Chance on Instagram. And if you guys are watching this episode, you can always comment down below if you guys are brave enough. So yeah, I love you guys. Bye. Hope you guys have a great day and don't fall for the scams.